And coming to the third and the bonus component of the homework, which is file IO, I've created a folder called file_IO, which contains a Docker file. This Docker file defines a container, which essentially is running a legacy application. This legacy application, to simulate this legacy application, I'm just running an echo command, which creates a dummy log message and pipes it to log.txt. Also, I'm installing socat. Socat is the utility that I'll be using to send the commands, send the contents of this log file over the network to connected containers. So to do that, I'm firstly exposing the port 9001 and also running socat to listen on port 9001 and to service the requests with the contents of log.txt, essentially running cat log.txt and sending the output to all the connected clients. Firstly, I'm going to create a Docker image using this Docker file. Let's just call it legacy app. This is essentially trying to create a Docker image on top of CentOS by installing, at this point, socat. It has already created the log file. It's trying to install socat and build an image out of it. Okay. As you can see right now, there are no containers running. Now I'm going to try and start a container using the legacy application image that we just created. I'm just going to run. Let's just call it legacy1 and the name of the image, which is legacy app. And if we look at the list of containers, we can see that we have a new container by the name of legacy1, which is listening on port 9001 and running a socat command to pipe the contents of the log file. The next thing I'm going to do is create a linked container. And to do this, I'm going to essentially run a CentOS based container and set a link between that container and legacy1 container. So to do that, I'm going to use the docker run command. I'm going to link the containers legacy1 and I'll give it an alias. Let's just call it legacy1 as well. And I'm going to be running CentOS and running the shell so that I can execute a curl command inside of that. As you can see, CentOS is not available locally, so it's downloading it from the internet. Once this is done, it should create a new container which is linked to the legacy1 container. And on the new container that is created, it's going to run the bash shell. As you can see, we're on the bash shell inside of the container. And to demonstrate this, these two containers are linked, we can actually run a ping on the link alias, which is legacy1. And you can see the network connection is live. Now I'm just going to do a curl command. We'll just do curl legacy1 on port 9001. And as you can see, the contents of the log file on the linked container have been can be accessed through another container. This completes the demonstration of the bonus component of my homework.